Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's just two movies.
Welcome. I was trying something new. Welcome back to another episode of It's Just Two Movies. My name is Daniel King. In the studio with me this evening, Birdman.
Hi, I am Terry Birdman.
Terry Bradshaw Birdman. Terry Birdman, and again, I am Daniel King. If this is your first time tuning into the show, we watch two movies. One of them, at least one of us thinks it's good, and the other one, it's probably critically panned or schlocky or just like, I don't know,
not good,
dumb and from the 90s or 2000s, and be
right.
like, what was this? So we kind of alternate choosing the films.
Yeah.
And this week, I think we just kind of generally came to an agreement.
Yeah, I threw out a couple films, and you were like, eh, and I was also kind of like, yeah, eh, and then you were like, what about this movie? And I was like, ooh, that's been in my list for a long time now.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. The movie in question.
The movie is Old Henry,
Mm.
And it's a Western, because you were like, I know you like a good Western.
Birdman loves a Western.
I do.
A modern Western.
A modern Western.
Specifically, although
Yes.
this is a period piece Western.
Yes. You want to go into the specifics or like the when it's made and all that good stuff?
I got you.
Yeah.
Old Henry is a unrated 2021 1 hour 39-minute Western film. It's got a 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, 4.5 out of 5 on Vudu. 78% of Google users like this movie. Release date October 1st, 2021. Directed by Patsy Pancreoli.
I think it's Pansaroli.
I don't care. Music composed by Jordan Lenning. Cinematography by John Matsiak. Whatever, man. Stars, here's the part that I get super excited about. Tim Blake Nelson, Stephen Dorff, weird. Trace Atkins, also weird.
Very weird.
Gavin Lewis, I'm assuming this might be a debut film for him. Maybe not. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything else. Scott Hayes, Kent Shelton, and Max. And Kent Shelton.
Oh, Max,
go ahead.
Arciniega? Max Arciniega? I think. So I know him from Breaking Bad.
Oh.
Or I'm sorry, Better Call Saul. Not Breaking Bad. He's in Better Call Saul. Call Bad. He's a really good actor. Brad, did you say Brad Carter?
I did not say Brad Carter.
Because he's in this too, and I know him from season 1 of True Detective.
Ooh.
And he's pretty good in that. And I think for the 5-10 minutes for the 5 to 10 minutes that he is in this, he's pretty good.
Yeah. So Bird, what would somebody who's like, I've never seen Old Henry, and although you've kind of just told me a little bit about it, what's the movie about though?
Oh,
with no spoiler free.
That's hard. Like, okay, so you told me to go into this.
I told you to go in blind.
Go in blind, and
just trust me. Take my hand.
I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad I didn't even look at the synopsis on.
I could see a trailer spoiling this.
Yeah,
immediately.
Well, I didn't even look at the synopsis on because I usually look at stuff on IMDb. Didn't even look at on. I was like, I don't want it to spoil anything. There's some kind of hook that Danny wants me to just stay away from.
Yeah,
keep it fresh. I don't know. Can I throw this to you? Can you? I don't know how to not.
Sure.
I don't know how to do this without spoiling it. Like
a quiet farmer and his son are digging a root cellar, living on a farm tucked away in the mountains, and eventually trouble comes a knocking.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, it's just to keep it very,
Yeah,
very
we'll
vague.
keep it very vague.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I will say, this is kind of spoilery. This is in the vein of like a John Wick thing. Do you think? Like just a guy and secretly he's badass. I mean, that's not a new trope.
Right. I think you get that from the beginning, kind of.
Yeah.
There's more to the man than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting that this is not rated. I thought that was kind of strange.
That's why I think if it got a theatrical release, it was a limited release.
Yeah.
Because not rating a film like a lot of family-owned theaters won't. They won't ask for distribution for it because it is unrated, and they don't want to show it in their cinema without it having a rating from the ESRB or whatever the probably not the ESRB. It's probably some other acronym that's dumb for people that rate shit.
So it looks like it did gross $77,000.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Well, it probably was, like you said, it probably wasn't in a lot of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, where was this showing? Probably
right. I've never heard of it. This is one that like I just kind of was like flipping through stuff on Redbox, and I was like, I'll just see what's new. And we saw that, and I was like, I've never seen that. I fucking love Tim Blake Nelson, Steven Dorff. What the fuck? All right, let's check it out.
Check this out. Yeah, I like the tagline. You can't bury the past. Ooh.
You could though.
Okay. What do you say we dive into this? What do you say we dive into this?
Look,
puppy?
let's march over to the pen with a bucket of slop.
Yeah.
And feed this pig. Ooh, it's a little teaser. So we're going full tilt spoilers into the movie Old Boy from 2021. If you want to check it out,
not Old Boy, Old Henry.
Old Henry, not Old Boy. That's a different.
That's
movie.
a different
That's
film.
also good. Not the original, not the one with fucking Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
That one's bad. Am I having a stroke right now?
I don't know.
Is that what this is like? I'm just absolutely drawing a blank.
You want me to slap you a couple times, or like?
Yeah, just my pecker, if you would. Just slap my pecker around a bit.
All right, so we're gonna get into Old Henry.
That's right.
Full spoilers ahead.
Yep. And the biggest spoiler, I'm gonna go right straight away. Man, is this the best thing Steven Dorff's ever been in, or what? Or did you hate him? Were you still like that motherfucker?
No, he's good. He's really good in this.
Yeah, I thought he was great.
Did you watch season 3 of True Detective?
No.
He's really good in that too.
Oh, he's in that. Okay, I didn't know.
He may be better and like a really good performance from it. Yeah. Season 3 of True Detective with Steven Dorff and Mahershala. God damn it! You know who I'm saying.
Mahershala Ali.
Is that how you say it?
I think so. Yeah.
God damn it!
He's gonna be Blade.
I know, right? I think we've talked about that.
Dude, I think the movie is going to be garbage, which is a shame because
you think
he would be an amazing Blade. But I think directorially and story-wise, it's just going to be a fucking train wreck.
That sucks. All right. So let's get into
maybe not
Old Henry.
though. Maybe not though. You know, knock on wood.
Yeah.
And then make vampire steaks out of that wood.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I've never been more.
You've never been worse.
I've never been more ready than anything today.
All right. So we start with Brad Carter from True Detective season 1.
True Detective season 1.
He's a fucking piece of shit.
Are we talking about True Detective?
No.
Oh.
The guy in the beginning of this movie.
He's an alcoholic. He's drinking in the office.
The guy in the beginning of this movie. He's got a gun and he's running from something. He's running from a few old boys on horses. And you got 3 dudes. You got Steven Dorff, Richard, how do you say that? Spate? Richard Spate Jr.?
I'm not sure, yeah.
And then Max Arciniega. Those are our 3 gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
That are chasing after Mr. Brad Carter. So, did you write down Steven Dorff in this, or are we going characters?
I'm going actor names.
You're going actor names?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Except for maybe Tim Blake Nelson and Old Henry. I might.
Oh, TBN.
TBN.
That's what I wrote down a lot.
God, fucking Tim Blake Nelson's incredible, man.
Dude, I tell you what.
He can do anything. He recedes into this person so flawlessly.
This is a performance. I just love it. He is this character, and this character is him.
Right.
No, I fucking love it. His performance is the best thing about this movie, but there are a lot of other good things. So we'll get into that.
Trace Adkins ain't bad.
Trace Adkins, baby.
God damn, he's a big son of a bitch.
Yeah, he is. So this trio of men, they're looking for somebody, and they're asking Brad Carter, "Where'd he get to?
Where'd he get to? How far out did he get to?"
And the guy tells him, he's heading east toward the Indian Reservation. And Stephen Dorff's like, "Well, I believe you, but don't fucking matter at this point." He doesn't say that, but I mean,
you have to eat that mic a little bit. But yes,
oh yeah, I'll eat that mic.
Yeah, fucking.
Doesn't he fucking like choke him out and then has him hanged or whatever?
Yeah, he chokes him out, fucking slaps him around a bit, and then it's like they're dragging him. They've got him tied up to a noose, and they're dragging him with a horse, and he's finally squealing, and then he's like, "Oh man," he's like, "Yeah, I told you." He's like, "I knew you'd tell me, because you're a rat," and then he fucking strings him up by a tree and just fucking leaves him there, man. Yeah,
the movie kicks off. Well, I mean, it already kicked off, but at this point, we get TBN, old Tim Blake Nelson.
Tim Blake Nelson, his boy, and Trace Adkins digging a fruit cellar.
Well, he's talking about, before we see that, you get a voiceover of Tim Blake Nelson. He's talking about growing up. He's moved around quite a bit, did a few trades, and settles on being a farmer. And on his land, you presume it's his land, you see a grave that says Marie Hobbs McCarthy, aged 35.
Right.
We find that that's his wife.
Yeah.
So his wife has passed away. He lives in Oklahoma Territory.
At the age of 35, probably looking like she's 68.
Right. Oklahoma Territory, 1906. Tim Blake Nelson is digging a ditch.
Yeah, he is.
He's being a little bitch. Not really. His son's being a little bitch. He's arguing with his son, Wyatt, played by Gavin Lewis. And Trace Adkins plays the brother of the late wife, Marie.
Mm-hmm.
What are they digging exactly?
A root cellar.
A root cellar. What that be?
It's just like a hole in the ground. It's where you put like your taters and carrots and shit.
Your taters and your carrots and shit.
It's essentially like a redneck refrigerator.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're digging a redneck refrigerator.
Yeah. A shitter hole for the crap. Sorry, a crapper hole for the shit house.
I'm
digging a hole for the I'm digging an outhouse hole.
I'm taking a shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get them doing some fucking farm work. They're slaughtering some shit.
Oh yeah. Trace Adkins has got to go. He's like, it's been real.
He's like, hey,
I'm gonna poop my pants. And I get on my horse. I'm gonna shit my pants in like 3 hours. I better get going.
I can't do it here. That's embarrassing.
No, can't do that.
He's like, I'm gonna go bird hunt. I'm Trace Adkins.
He's like 3 feet taller than everybody else in this.
Like 250 pounds.
The scene, fast forward, the scene with him and Stephen Dorff when he stands up and gets in Stephen Dorff's face.
Yeah, you're like,
Stephen Dorff's like his eyeballs are like nipple high on Trace Adkins. Like, god damn, he's large.
So at the farm, they're doing their thing. Wyatt, the son, spots a horse with no rider. Old Paul tells Wyatt to take the horse and stay inside.
Yeah.
Tim Blake Nelson heads off to find the rider.
He does.
And this is at the point where you're like, okay, this dude knows what he's doing. Like, he's not just a farmer.
He's not just a farmer. Yeah, he's settled on farmer.
He's tracking a man. Like,
there was some hard matter in there. Just start chewing.
Boy, you're nice and drunk, aren't you?
It's green peppers, just whole green peppers. I am pretty sauced. Yeah, full disclosure, it's been a fucking terrible week.
We're gonna try to get through this.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah, Tim Blake Nelson heads off to find the writer. He finds a man face down in a gully. Would you call that a gully?
It is. I don't know. It's kind of like a washed out creek bed.
Yeah.
Like there's a little creek right there or whatever. Yeah, and he looks like he's dead. Tim Blake Nelson comes up on him and he's like, "Hello." And the guy doesn't say anything because he looks like he's dead. But it turns out he's alive. So Tim Blake Nelson is like, oh, maybe I'll save this guy.
Well,
but he's also got a big fat bag of money.
Yeah, so at the scene, he finds a gun, the man's gun, and then a satchel. What's in the satchel?
Lou Allen, what's in the satchel?
Keep on it. Keep on. What's he saying?
Keep on running your mouth. I'm going to take you in the back and screw you.
Oh, man. If you haven't heard our episode on No Country for Old Men, please do yourself a favor and go check that out. It's fun. Yeah, so he finds a gun and a satchel full of money at the scene. And I love at first he's like, nope. Tim Blake Nelson, he's like,
yeah,
nope.
Yeah.
He literally says that and he just rides away, but then he's like,
conscience got the best of him.
God damn it.
I wonder, knowing what you know by the end of the movie, I wonder if he recognized him.
I don't think so. I think it's intrigue. He is intrigued by the situation.
Yeah.
And he wants to know what the fuck's up. So he goes back, he grabs everything, he cleans the scene, like kind of wipes down the tracks and all that good shit.
Yeah, gets a tree branch and fucking
yeah. Wyatt helps him bring the man inside. They take care of the man, old boy as I like to call him so far, because we don't really know his name.
No, he's just old boy.
He's just old boy.
Yeah.
So he steps outside to grab the money and the satchel, brings it in, and he hides it. Old Henry. Next day, the bullet's got to come out of old boy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like the way Tim Blake Nelson's like, I'm going to go get the doc.
Yeah.
You stay here with the fucking guy. Don't let him escape because we got him tied down or whatever.
Yeah, they've got him tied up.
Just fucking cool as fever. And fucking don't fuck around or find out.
I like how he says they tie him up and he's like, his son just keeps asking questions. He's like, why don't you cool his fever instead of vaporizing every thought that comes into your head?
I like a well-spoken, like when you show me somebody from like this time period, I like it when they're very well-spoken.
And he is that.
Because all it takes is like people that could read. How many books did you get? 4? You know what I mean? How much media could you consume back in the day? 10 books is like a Lifetime Achievement Award for like most enthusiastic reader in the Wild Wild West.
Right.
So they take these like words and definitions to heart, and that's where you get your like Mark Twain.
Yeah.
How some southern people will speak in those types of stories. I like it. I think it's a charming feature.
Yeah, for sure. And Tim Blake Nelson, he plays, like we said, he plays this role so well. He's well spoken. He has the accent, that southern accent, down to a T. Like,
He's got the look.
He has the look. Just amazing. Yeah, so old Henry, he leaves to fetch the doc, right?
Yeah.
We switch back to the 3 men that are tracking old boy.
Oh man. And they got the Spanish gentleman down there checking tracks by the creek.
Yeah, Stillwell.
Stillwell
is his name in this.
Oh yeah, man. And he's like, old fucking Steven Dorff's like, boy, that dog could track a fish through water. I love it so much, man.
It's got all the charm of the old westerns, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Steven Dorff, like you said, this is one of the better, because he's in a lot of just not good things.
Right.
But
Blade 2.
Was he
just off the top of my head?
Was he in the second one?
He's in one of them.
He was in the first one.
It might be Trinity.
He's in the first one.
He's in the first one?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
You want to check?
I can.
I think we have time. Yeah, he's in the first one.
Oh, damn. All right.
Just the first one.
When he's like, I'm actually a young, sexy vampire.
Yeah.
And we should take over because we're better looking than mortals.
Yep, that's what it is.
That's pretty much what goes on.
All right, so
Tim Blake Nelson's like, fuck, this is not good.
yeah,
Because now they know they're onto my tracks. So it's only a matter of time before they show up at my house. I better fucking be the sneakiest son of a bitch in the West and get the fuck back out of here.
that scene was pretty good.
It's pretty intense. Yeah.
So he
fucking
he keeps his horse, like he ties up his horse and then he like makes his way down to where they are.
Stillwell could like, I don't know, fucking smell him on the air or whatever.
Right.
He's just an amazing tracker, and he fucking just gets a hint that they're being watched, and he walks up on where Tim Blake Nelson was, but when he gets there, he's just gone.
He's gone. Man, he's fucking squirrely, isn't he?
He's fucking
Tim Blake
squirrely
Nelson,
as shit.
Old Henry, he's fucking squirrely. During all of this, his son is trying to take initiative and learn how to shoot a gun. He finds a gun. I think during that he finds all of his father's.
He finds the guy that they found shots gun.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to take initiative and learn how to shoot. He's not good, of course, but he gets there.
Yeah, he hit one target out of 3 shots. That ain't bad.
Yeah,
for somebody who's never fired a gun before.
Right. Yeah.
Well, even later when he's like, "But Paul, you never let me shoot a gun before. I'm the only boy in 50 miles. Ain't never fired one." Tim Blake Nelson's pretty much like, "Shut your fucking mouth or I'll crack your crust." That's just all he says to him. I love it.
I'll crack your crust.
Crack your
God
crust.
damn.
What the fuck does that even mean? I like it.
So at the house, I like this. We get a nice, like, little short, tense scene with Wyatt and old boy. Because old boy wakes up and Wyatt's like, oh, fuck. And
Wyatt, the boy, had left a fucking knife on the nightstand next to the bed.
Yep.
And the guy woke up, squirreled it away, like passed it to his other hand or whatever, had it under a blanket. Wyatt comes in, he nabs the kid, and he's like, "I'll fucking cut you, bitch." And he's getting ready to beat the shit out of this kid. But guess who's home just in time?
Oh, man.
Old Henry.
Old Henry, baby.
And you ain't never seen somebody stomp a bullet hole in another human being so bad.
God damn.
That if it wasn't infected at that point, it fucking for sure was
It
after
sure
that.
is now. First he kicks his face open.
Oh, yeah.
And then he, like you said, he just stomps that bullet.
He sure does.
Right into his chest.
Oh.
Or wait, was it? Yeah, it was like right below his clavicle, maybe?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
I think right below the clavicle.
Yeah, pretty good wound.
Stomping the shit out of it until the guy just fucking passes out.
God damn. He wakes him up and he's like, I'm going to ask you a few questions. If I like the answers, I'll give you something to ease the pain.
Either way, that bullet's going to have to come out. And he's like, no. It's like that meme of that gif.
John Bernthal.
No. Wait. It's good though, man, because Tim Blake Nelson, like, he just goes in with a buck knife. And he's just like kind of cutting around it.
But he's got him in a headlock too. He's like
choking him out while he's doing it. That's worse than getting fucking waterboarded, man. Probably. I don't know. You ever waterboard yourself?
No.
I have. There's a reason they call it torture.
It's a good time.
I've never put a fucking piece of bamboo under my fingernails, but you can just waterboard yourself in the shower. So yeah, I tried it.
I did it.
It's not good.
All right, so at this point, the trio of men, Steven Dorff and his crew, they show up to the house, to the farmer's house. They show up to old Henry's house. They start asking about a man by the name of Curry. Steph Curry, the famous basketball player.
Steph Curry, yeah. Is he here? I heard he can hit threes anywhere on the court.
That's what I heard.
I heard he can just drop threes all day.
So they're like, I don't fucking know any Steph Curry.
Look, he's balling out of control. You would know him if you saw him. Just hooping his life away, this guy.
Steven Dorff wonders if old Henry McCarty might be akin to a fella causing trouble further south.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah, different McCarty.
Yeah. Basically,
by way of San Antone.
Basically, old Henry tells him to fuck off.
Yeah.
In nicer words.
Yeah. I don't see what business it is of yours.
Yeah. And
God damn, he's fucking hard.
He's good, man.
As a farmer, he's so fucking timid. And then this rando guy shows up, and all of a sudden, he's like, I will fucking kill you.
Just the way he holds that gun. You're like, he's ready to fucking kill somebody.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he's ready to murder somebody. And you start to wonder, you're like, man, what's... Because even later, his son is like, you won't tell me who you are, where you're from. Remember who you are.
So at this point, Steven Dorff tells old Henry, stay safe and lock your doors.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a threat. You just know it is.
He goes to grab that like piece of wood he's been whittling out of his pocket, and he's like, whoa now.
Whoa now.
Just a little something I've been working on. And he just starts whittling. And man, their exchange between the two of them.
Yeah.
Because Steven Dorff is trying to be affable, agreeable. He's trying to catch old Henry off guard. But once you know who old Henry is, his reservations are absolutely warranted.
Yeah.
He's like, Steven Dorff's like, we're cops, actually.
So Steven Dorff and his trio, he says, hey, we're rangers or whatever. Sheriff. You know, we're sheriff of this county. Yada,
way
yada.
over in
whatever county.
Mixon County, or I don't know, pick an old
Well,
country
what you doing over here?
Yeah, what you doing so far from Mixon County?
And so the man that goes by Curry at this point is also claiming, hey, Steph Curry, the famous NBA player.
Yeah.
He's also claiming, hey, I'm actually the sheriff. Those guys are fucking bank robbers.
And old Henry's like, I don't know about all this. I don't know about this business. So they fuck off, and they're like, careful out there, old Henry.
Old Henry.
If that is your real name.
If that's your Christian name.
Your last name McCarty? I seen a grave over there labeled McCarty. My wife died tuberculosis.
Yep.
I'm very sorry to hear that. You wouldn't happen to be related to another McCarty from fucking wherever. And he's like, all my kin is dead. Like, he's very, very direct and to the point and not having his bullshit.
Yeah, so the following scene, we find that Steph Curry is actually telling the truth.
Right.
He is a sheriff. Right?
For now.
And then we cut to Steven Dorff and his men. He wants this guy Dugan, who is played by, God damn it, I thought I had it pulled up.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. How'd you know? Richard Speight Jr.
Richard Speight.
So he wants Dugan to do recon. And Steven Dorff and Stillwell, they're going to go to town or whatever. They're going to hire some gunmen.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go question old Henry's brother-in-law.
Right.
Played by
Trace Adkins. Fuck you, lawman.
We should have worked on our Trace Adkins. I mean, it's probably not that hard.
You have no idea what kind of hellstorm you're about to let loose.
Right. So old Henry questions Curry to find that he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Curry he starts talking about how he saw Billy the Kid taken out, right?
Oh, yeah. He talks about how he was a ranch hand. He's like, he mentions this town. You ever been down there? You look familiar. You feel familiar. So you ever been down there? And he's like, no, don't recall I've ever been down that way. What do you know about that town? He's like, well, I was a boy, but I was a ranch hand, and Billy the Kid was staying at our whatever, and I seen old fucking Pat Garrett come up, and Billy the Kid, he wasn't in the house. He was, 20 feet away from me skinning a deer that I'd killed that morning. And he told me to keep my head down and I'd be all right. And then he walked in the house and got shot. Old Pat Garrett shot at him twice. First shot missed. Second shot hit him in the chest and killed him dead. I seen him take him out of there wrapped in a tarp. And he's like, oh, man, crazy story. I'm going to go ahead and actually cut you loose
Yeah.
because I believe you now.
Right.
Now that you and I have some rapport.
Rapport.
Now that you and I have a proper rapport, I've decided to release your bonds.
Just as he releases him, fucking fire in the hole, baby.
Just fucking
right?
shots start flying, baby. Yeah.
So Wyatt is grazed. Steph Curry passes out.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, he's still dealing with a fucking...
Having the highest shot percentage in the NBA. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a
he's
lot
really
for
good.
one man. He's just one man. You know? How far can he really take whatever basketball team he plays for?
Pretty far.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
the
far,
answer.
but he is just one man. The team has to show up, but there's nothing in the rules that say that a dog can't play. If you know what I mean.
Air Bud. A little bit of Air Bud. We should
so
watch.
Fucking stupid.
We should
man.
watch Air Bud at some
I'm
point.
the dumbest man alive.
Yeah, you are.
Just segue that joke.
So Henry finally gives Wyatt a gun.
Yeah.
He causes a distraction. I like how he. What's he do? I think he grabs a book.
He puts a dog in a basketball jersey. I'm just running with it now.
So Dugan's gone off the fucking hook because Steven Dorff was like, "You wait till we get there." But Dugan's like, "No, I got
this, baby."
He goes under the house.
Yeah, he thinks he's being
He
fucking
thinks he's
sneaky.
being fucking sneaky,
And he's not.
He's not. Old
Yeah.
Henry's like, "Oh, I got this." Old Henry causes a distraction, throws a book across the room, and Dugan thinks that's Henry. Fucking Henry goes out, gets a shotgun, heads outside, and he starts fucking firing under the house for Dugan.
Yeah, clips the guy for sure.
Oh yeah.
All that bird shot.
Oh yeah.
And then the guy starts running out through he starts running. He fucking shoots him again.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the back.
Yep.
And then he drowns this dude with a handful of mud.
Did you hear that?
It is absolutely barbaric.
It's fucked up.
He drowns this guy, doesn't choke him.
Nope.
He drowns him.
Yeah.
By just putting mud in his mouth and not letting him breathe. It is kind of disturbing. It was the one part of the movie where I was like, God damn.
I was like, oh, fuck, dude.
Fucking take it easy. No, but it's like, now all of a sudden, this farmer that maybe he knows, maybe he's a good shot or something like that. Now you clearly see that, like, this guy is a cold-blooded murderer.
There's something to him.
They used to call that mudboarding. He mudboarded that guy to death.
He sure is mudbound.
Yeah.
All right, so what's he do next? He fucking feeds Dugan to the hogs, bro.
He died from consumption of mud.
He feeds Dugan to the hogs. He's like, because Wyatt's like,
we got to get rid of the body.
Yeah.
How are we going to do that?
We aren't. We ain't.
Yeah, we ain't. Just tosses him, clothes and all. Belt buckle, the whole 9 yards, man.
So Wyatt's just a little bitch throughout this whole film, basically.
Daddy, why can't I do the things I want to do? Because the things you want to do are fucking stupid.
You stupid bitch. He's just fucking crying the whole time.
He is crying.
Steph Curry has some flashbacks. I'm not loving the flashbacks. I won't lie. It's the only part of, like, this is one of the things.
Me neither.
They're
jarring. They're just not put. They could work, but they're not put in properly.
They're not put in property. Property?
They're not put in property. Yeah, we could do a better job. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, I just don't love the flashbacks. I don't think they're necessary, or just do them better. I don't know. That's one of my only problems.
I don't know.
With this.
We don't make movies.
Yeah.
That's why you brew beer and I do other things. Less interesting things for sure.
Let's see here. Where are we at here? We got Steven Dorff. Oh yeah, this is where they get to Trace Adkins. Adkins.
What about Steven Dwarf? Like if they just changed it in the middle of the movie and it was just a little person?
So his name in this is
fucking
Ketchum.
Bones McCluster.
Ketchup.
Ash Ketchum
Ketchup
of Pokemon fame.
His name in this is Ketchup.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Hell yeah.
Man, I fucking love ketchup. All right, we're getting way off topic.
Avatar: Way of the Ketchup.
So Ketchup gets to Trace's. He gets to Trace Adkins' place. He fucking takes him out. He's a dickhead at this point. You're like, this fucking guy.
He is, man. He's like talking shit on Trace Adkins. Trace Adkins is like, listen, and
What do
he
you
takes
want?
a pause, and he's like, he's like, not to be rude, but I get it. Yeah, get to the point, you know. And he fucking like rolls up on Trace Adkins. He's like, listen here, we gonna kill you. And Trace Adkins stands up, and he's like, just towers over him, just a house of a man. And
A trailer, I would say a trailer.
Yeah, he's a trailer of a man, double wide. He's a big bitch. So anyway, they fucking knock him out or whatever.
Yeah, they fucking cheap shot him from behind.
Yeah,
basically.
And fucking old Henry, he's talking to old boy, the guy, Coffee. What's his name? Not Coffee.
Curry. Steph Curry.
Yeah, Steph Curry, not Steph Coffee. That's a different guy. Steph Curry, while he's shooting threes, and they're out there
on the court.
Yeah, on the court, just fucking, practicing their free throws. And he's like, "Listen, man, if you believe nothing, believe this. He's gonna be back, and there's gonna be more of them."
Yeah.
And sure as shit, Henry's like, "All right, well, here's the plan. You gonna ride out of here. We're gonna fucking get your shit, and you can fucking roll out." And he's like, "No, man, I ain't in shape to ride because I got shot again. Because that's all I've done this entire movie is just get shot."
What a fucking idiot!
Like a piece of shit.
So, Steven Dorff and his gang, the Ketchup gang, they're riding in. They've got Heinz 57. They've got Schnucks brand ketchup. They've got what are some other ketchups?
Does Frank's have a no?
Frank's has a ketchup style hot sauce that is delicious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that
they've got that too.
They've got that.
Yeah. So they're riding. He's got a fucking gang with him, dude.
Yep.
And he's got old Uncle Atkins.
It's a whole
hostage.
posse.
Whole pussy. Posse. A whole posse.
Yep.
And it's time for war, brother.
It is time for war. It's time to quit fucking around.
Dude.
Listen here, Henry. Give me that man, and I'll give you your
fucking brother-in-law.
Yeah. That's simple.
But you know that's not going to happen, right?
Nope. And all of a sudden, he's like, "Listen, this shit's about to get ugly. Keep your head down. You'll be all right." And he walks into the other room to get a gun. I'm talking about Tim Blake Nelson, baby. TBN. And all of a sudden, the other guy's like, "Oh my God, that's where I know you from. You're him."
Yep.
You're Billy the Kid. Oh, he never died. It turns out he's been Billy the Kid the whole time.
Holy
and then he comes out.
Shit.
He comes out. He's got that fucking rifle instead of the pistol this time. And he comes out and he takes like a side stance. And he's like, "Now listen here. You take your horses. You turn around, ride off, and leave my brother-in-law right where he's at. I'll let all of you live."
Whoa.
Right, yeah, bold words for the Old West. One dude with a rifle against
15, probably
15 guys-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they all could just unload and one of them would kill him on accident.
I mean, you know how much ketchup they have with them?
It's a lot of ketchup. Yeah. Those fries are going to be soggy, bro.
Ugh, soggy bottom boys.
Soggy bottom fries with all that ketchup. All these fucking potatoes he's digging for that root cellar. Boom, got it.
Dude, all right, so the way he takes out... All right, so basically, Steven Dorff cowardly kills fucking
his
Trace
brother-in-law.
Adkins. Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, Trace Adkins, you want to tell me who he really is?" And he goes, "You have no idea the type of hellstorm you're about to let loose." And then he's like, "Shut up," or whatever, and he
just
shoots
fucking
him in the
kills
face.
him. What a fucking asshole.
Steven Dwarf. Just a little tiny.
He dwarfs.
Just a little tiny.
He dwarfs Uncle Al.
Steven dwarfed.
All right. So at this point, it's fucking war, bro. And old Henry's about to take out all these dudes. by himself.
Oh, yeah,
The
for
way
sure.
he takes out one of the guys from the corner of the
You
house.
talk about that knife kill?
Holy shit, dude.
Dude, that knife kill is fucking gross.
That was the second time I was like, ugh.
It's William Bonney, man. I don't know how many people fucking Billy the Kid killed, but it wasn't a small amount of people.
It was like 21 people.
He was a murderer.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a lot of folks.
yeah. He just was like, anybody that acts like they're authority, I'll fucking kill you. But just John Everyman,
Yeah.
they were fine most of the time.
So he kills one dude from the corner then he goes to the other corner, kills another dude. He kills a dude from underneath the house.
Mm-hmm.
He shoots Stillwell right in the eye.
Oh, dude, after he shoots him in the hand.
God
Because he goes for a knife throw and he just
yeah.
blows his fucking hand. He like shoots him in the wrist and blows his hand off. Damn, they're like, everybody said Billy the Kid spoke Mexican just about as smooth as you could do it. And he's like, ¿Quién es? Hombre. But he does like Tim Blake Nelson while he's speaking Spanish. It says it beautifully.
Oh,
like his pronunciation is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really fucking good with that stuff. But man, all the murders that he does right here,
It's
just
fucking
brutal.
brutal, man.
Yeah, they are brutal. It's like
Is it right before that though that he shoots Steven Dorff?
he points his gun down and
No, like like before they're about to before the real fight. Like, doesn't he shoot Steven Dorff?
oh yeah, he
But
gets him
then
in like the
in the
shoulder or whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought he.
Oh no, he grazes him in the face.
in the face, right?
Yeah.
But, and then you don't see Steven Dorff for a little while, and you're like, oh, I guess he's dead. Turns out he's not dead. So they have a little firefight, and this is the only other thing that I was kind of like, I don't know.
When they're chasing each other
Yeah.
through the woods bit.
It was-
Something about that felt
It felt.
off.
Yeah.
From the rest of the movie. It felt like teenagers in the woods being hunted by a serial killer kind of
Something
thing.
was weird about it. So
Yeah.
there's a point where Steven Dorff is like hiding behind a tiny little tree that doesn't cover his whole body. And then 2 feet from him is a huge tree that he could just take cover.
Just roll to, yeah.
It just felt, I don't know. That scene was weird. And the way they were like, I don't know shit about guns, but I assume they probably weren't as accurate back then, right? Or
as long as they were machined properly, the accuracy actually was about the same. It just depends on who's wielding it.
then this scene doesn't really make sense to me.
It
kinda.
doesn't.
Like,
Yeah,
I
a lot
don't
of
know.
it, they're just kind of wildly not
firing at each other.
not
and like,
even aiming. They're both losing blood, but
maybe that's a little bit of it. I guess you could.
there is something kind of off about this scene. I'll give that to you for sure. And
Yeah.
I felt the exact same way. I was like, this seems like it's a scene from a different movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like how squirrely old Henry is during this scene, though.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
just like fucking
just bobbing and weaving.
Yeah.
Well, he's a little guy.
He
you
is,
know what
yeah.
I mean? Yeah, it's fucking boy, it's wild. It's wild, man. Because you're like, oh fuck. This whole time you're like, holy shit, that's Billy the fucking Kid.
Yeah.
Which is a fun twist on a thing. Like,
It is because Billy the Kid was they say he was killed at 21, I believe.
yeah,
And then there were other people that were like, "No, I'm Billy the Kid. I'm still alive."
yeah.
I don't think it was ever proven that he lived past 21.
Pat Garrett took a body.
Right.
Pat Garrett took a body to fucking wherever, and yeah. So that bit was confirmed. But anyways, yeah. So he gets the best of Steven Dorff. He gets
Yeah.
back to the house and he's talking to fucking
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, and he's like, "Man, how can you just hit from anywhere on the court? Like, what is it about your form?" And Steph Curry's like, it's all about practice, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about drive. It's about power. Stay hungry.
You gotta-
devour.
You got to love the ball,
My friend The Rock told me that.
and the ball will love you.
Yeah, if you just cup the balls.
If you choose the ball.
Bang. And then he shoots him, and he's like, turns out Pat Garrett didn't kill Billy the Kid, but I did.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not so fast.
Wait a minute. here comes Leonard. What was his son's name?
Leonard. Wyatt.
Wyatt. Yeah, not Leonard. Different name.
Wyatt
I drank a lot before we started doing this, so
it's only going to get worse,
gloves
folks.
are off when we come back for the second movie. I'm just gonna.
It's just going to be Danny
It'll
yelling.
be 8 minutes long. I'll have to edit all of it out.
It's just going to be Danny yelling.
Yeah.
So Wyatt kills Steph Curry. What a shame.
It's terrible, man. He had a really sharp career ahead of him, and he just started making those Subway commercials.
Right. So Henry dies, right?
Yeah.
But he tells his boy, go live your life.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Go do, because that's all that Wyatt
And when
has
you
wanted
go
to
out
do.
there, just tell everybody your dad was Billy the Kid. You will get so much poontang.
Or you'll get shot immediately.
Right, like straight away.
Maybe don't tell anyone.
Maybe just keep it to yourself on second thought.
He buries Paul by Maul,
Yeah.
and Wyatt leaves. That's the movie.
He rides off into the sunset.
That's right.
Yeah. So we're going to go watch a different movie where I bet you every dollar that I ever own that they ride off into the sunset at the end. It's called...
Let's pump the brakes.
Oh, yeah, we got to rate it still.
Well, we got to rate it. And I just want to say that this is a really cool take on something that didn't happen. Like,
Right.
Billy the Kid didn't live past 21.
Billy the Kid never happened. It was fake news. But this would be cool if it did happen, right?
No, I'm just saying, like, this is a really cool take on an idea. Like, if someone was like, hey, what if Billy the Kid didn't die at 21? What if he just tried to live out a quiet life?
What if he just escaped and exactly.
I don't know. It's just a cool take. I
just
really
tried
liked
to
it.
hole up somewhere, and one day trouble came looking for him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a fun story.
And what if he was Tim Blake Nelson? Now, you sent me a thing the other day that said, what's his name? Is going to do a Billy the Kid movie?
Oh, yeah. The new... Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. That's kind of a spoiler. Billy
Cogan?
Barry Keoghan.
Barry Keoghan, yeah.
Is going to apparently be in a movie about Billy the Kid.
Yeah, he also looks the part.
He does.
But I tell you what, man, as far as old Billy the Kid, Tim Blake Nelson's got it fucking locked down.
Dude, he killed it.
It just like, even like his posture and the way that he looks and his eyes and shit.
That
like
tooth.
That
weird
middle of the face tooth like Tom Cruise has. Yeah, man. It just, somebody nailed it with fucking casting. Whoever was like, wait a minute, guys.
I got it.
Tim Blake Nelson. And he'll be over the moon to do it.
Perfect role. I mean, just perfect casting. Acting from him is phenomenal. I mean, a lot of good acting from other people as well, but I feel like specifically Tim Blake Nelson in this.
I hadn't seen True Detective, and I was like, man, it is fucking crazy that I haven't seen Stephen Dorff in a movie since I was a teenager. And he's come back, and this is the role that I see him in.
He's been in some other stuff, but
I know he's been in stuff, but
it's not been good.
Yeah, it's nothing I ever cared to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I know that he's been in stuff, but I'm like, damn, this is the first thing I've seen Stephen Dorff in fucking 20 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Or however old we are. And he's killing it, man.
Yeah.
I'm loving him as this bad guy because he's charming and he's funny, but also he's just a ruthless murderer.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, I liked it quite a bit.
So
how many pig thumbs?
Oh, we're doing pig thumbs?
I don't know. You got a better one? How many tooth thumbs?
If you had 10 satchels full of... No, I don't want to do satchels.
$85.
Right.
Just an
If you
absolute
had-
gym bag full of dollar. Take your head off. That's a $1 bill.
What else could we do? Just do pigs.
Just Billy the Kids. Yeah, I guess let's do pig. Let's do pig thumbs. I don't know what else to do. Bible thumbs? No, they're not.
No.
So Trace Atkins is like, I'd love to stick around here. You boys quote the scripture at each other all day, but I got birds to murder.
If you had 10 thumbs and every thumb was a Trace Adkins.
Trace Adkins.
There we go.
Trace Adkins skinning birds.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
How many thumbs would you give this?
8.5.
I like it. I'm going to go 9.
Nice.
The only problems I had, we talked about, was the shootout scene and then the flashback.
The weird flashback thing.
That was kind of it. I'm going to go solid 9.
I'm with you on both of those things. I'm like, I wasn't crazy about them. I'm less crazy about the shootout in the forest.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the flashback I can forgive because the flashback's kind of a delicate thing to do anyway. You only ever notice it's bad when it's done wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you never notice a mediocre one. You're like, it could have been a little better. Like, this one, you're like, I don't like that. What is this supposed to be?
And it didn't. It was
never clear whose flashback it was.
Well, it kind of was.
The second one you can kind of tell, but the first one you're like, what is this all of a sudden? Yeah.
To me, it was never really clear what was going on. Maybe like the last flashback, I was like, oh, okay, I think that he's supposed to be the kid. But it took me a while to realize. I was like, what? Just wasn't clear. Didn't need to happen.
Because he had to tell you the story first for it to make sense.
Right.
But the first flashback is before the story, so it doesn't make any sense. And you're just like, what is this jarring, weird thing?
Exactly. Still a great movie. Still worth checking out.
I'd recommend it to everybody. I'd recommend it to anybody. I mean, if you absolutely fucking hate Westerns, maybe it's not for you. But if you've ever seen any Western that you enjoyed, I think this is one that's fun, and it's pretty brisk.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half. Not a lot of stuff fits that time bill. But, okay, now the thing I was saying earlier, we're going to go watch another movie that I guarantee people ride off into the sunset.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely. We're going to watch Texas Rangers that has a very star-studded cast. We'll be right back. Here's the little metal thing.
We're going to get up in it, boy.
Hang on. Fuck off for a second.
Okay, I'm fucking off.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm ready.
Okay, we're back then. We watched Texas Rangers, PG-13, 2001 Western drama. It says 1 hour, 50 minutes. I don't think it was quite that long.
It was 1 hour, 30.
5.2 out of 10 on IMDb, 2% on Rotten Tomatoes. 4.1 out of 5 on Vudu. That's pretty high. 73% of Google users like this movie. Initial release, April 2001. Directed by Steve Miner. Distributed by Miramax Dimension Films. Stars Ashton Kutcher, James Vander Beek, Dylan McDermott, that's right, Usher, fucking Tom Screet, Rachel Lee Cook, and Randy Travis. God damn.
I don't even remember Randy Travis in this.
Man, I think he was Bones.
Don't call me Bones.
Don't call me Bones. Yeah, he was Frank Bones.
He was Frank Bones.
Also stars Robert Patrick, Alfred Molina, Lenore Varela.
The guy from Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah.
Alfred Molina?
Yeah, Dr. Octopus. Please call me Octopus.
What do you think the budget was for...
Oh, Jesus. I bet it was a lot. Like, I bet it was a ridiculous amount of money, was it?
Not really. $38 million.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I guess for early 2000s, maybe that was a lot. I don't know. What is inflation, Danny?
It's when things get fatter. It's like what I've been doing most of the time.
So, wow. This...
Oh, wow.
Right.
Look at the box office.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say.
Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
Like $700,000.
$700,000.
Out of $38 million. That's rough.
Here's the thing. The early 2000s were a special, unique time. And this movie does not surprise me at all. Like, everything about this screams 2000s, like early.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And mostly the people in it.
But I also feel like this should have made money.
So, Birdman, what happens in Texas Rangers? Armageddon.
The baseball team, the Texas Rangers,
Yeah.
they have to play hockey versus the New York Rangers.
Yeah, I definitely thought that was. I was like, oh yeah, hockey. Here we go, hockey reference.
So these two teams have to face off, and things don't go as you would think that they would seem to think that they would go.
Yeah, some of them are using baseball
Sorry.
bats. Some of them are using hockey sticks. It's a big like whoa. Will they? Won't they make out?
You know,
It is more that though. It's more will they like which guy's gonna offer another guy a hand job first. It's a lot of what's happening here. Seems like it. While we were watching it, I was like, are they gonna kiss?
It's pretty horny.
It's weirdly horny for nothing horny happening in it.
For a PG-13, I think this should have been rated R.
This is a Brokeback Mountain-esque.
Let's not go that far.
No, it is.
All
that.
right.
They love each other.
So you've got a ragtag.
Ragtab.
Ragtab. Man, we've had a couple drinks.
Look,
so you've
we've got maybe 10 minutes on this. This is going to be one of those episodes where you're like, boy, I'd love to hear the extended cut.
All right, so you've got
so
a
patreon.com/
Listen.
is just two movies.
You've got a ragtag group of youngsters that
Yeah.
band together.
And they're 35. Sorry.
No, they're 25.
25.
25 to 30.
Yeah.
Except for Dylan McDermott
Yeah.
and Bones.
And that real old man.
Everybody else is like 28.
Yeah.
You've got this ragtag fucking group of youngsters, and they're going to be Texas Rangers, baby. And Dylan McDermott's like, hey, come join up. You can't shoot a gun? That's fine. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, I love it. You can write, though, nerd.
Yeah, James Vander Beek, you can write. You can speak 4 different languages. We need you.
I can speak 4 more that aren't the 4 that you can speak.
We're going to be a great
He's
team.
like, well, ain't that a fine how do you do? I only speak English, Cherokee, Chippewa, and fucking, 2 more.
So they're going to clean up the West, They're going to rid Alfred Molina and his dangerous group. They're going to rid those motherfuckers, right?
Hello, Peter Parker. Just the whole time. I want those beeves and Peter Parker.
Okay, here we go. Beeves. I've got a beef with beeves.
I got beef with beeves.
I thought they were talking
too.
about beavers.
I thought he was talking about like probably prostitutes or human trafficking.
Beeves is apparently BEEVES is a term for a calf or cattle.
Never heard that.
Never heard.
Grew up on a farm. Never heard that.
Beeves. This must maybe it's
had
like
had a whole mess of beeves.
a whole mess of them.
Didn't even know.
Maybe that's like this is set in what, the 1800s?
2001.
Right.
Got him.
It definitely does not look like the 1800s. Got him. So I guess that was maybe the term back then, beeves. We're not.
I tell you what, they were very deliberate about making sure that you knew that was what they called cattle at some point.
So we weren't born in the 1870s.
No.
Shortly after.
Yeah.
But so we weren't familiar with that term.
No.
A little before our time, which is from around 1875 to.
They always called them cattle.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
So you want to go through this movie real quick? Not really.
All right, man. So James Vander Beek, his whole family gets murdered by Alfred Molina and those guys, and then he comes across Ashton Kutcher because it's been a couple hours, but all of a sudden it seems like it's been several weeks. He comes across Ashton Kutcher and he's like, "Hey, man, I'll suck your dick and let you out from under this building that you're trapped under." So they do that, and then they're like, "We're gonna go be Texas Rangers," and then there's another weird time jump. Because he's like, I've got a horse. Says, fuck. I'm an idiot. Because I said horse, but I meant 2 horses for us to ride out on. He doesn't say any of that stuff, but he's like, I've got a horse. And then they're both are riding out on 2 separate horses. It's weird, is all I'm saying.
No, it's 1 horse. They're on 1 horse.
When they ride out in the beginning, they're for sure on 2 horses. But he says, I've got a horse.
when they leave, like when he rescues Ashton Kutcher,
Yeah.
They leave on one horse.
Leave on, and then it just cuts to the next scene, and they're on 2 horses.
They each get a horse through the Rangers.
Fuck. No, they ride to the Rangers on 2 horses.
No, it's just I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe you know what?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Stupid detail anyway.
Yeah.
But they get there and they're like, God damn, we're Texas Rangers now. We've done it. We got to go get Alfred Molina. And they're like, well, there's a lady and she's Hispanic and we're going to rescue her because Alfred Molina was going to kill her. And maybe she's leading us into a trap. And maybe
not. Maybe she's just got
maybe
some.
not. Maybe
hey,
she's just fucking stupid. Maybe she got some bad info and she don't fucking know no better.
Maybe she's got some big old boobies, and
She does.
somebody wants to see them,
Yeah.
and she's not showing them.
No, she's
know?
not. She's not. So if you're in this strictly for the nip,
You better quit.
Yeah, you better quit it. Quit it. Don't try to nip it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, we're dumb. We are dumb.
I got maybe 5 more minutes on this. I'm running out of gas pretty fast on this. I will say I did like a lot of the making fun of the people that were in it. I don't like the movie on the whole didn't care for it, but this was a really fun movie to rip apart with you.
It's one of those. It's just a good time to make fun of with someone else. So Usher Raymond is in this film.
Yeah.
Why?
Was worried about that, how that thong song would be received.
Wrong singer.
Okay. Whatever, man. I know what I heard.
That was Cisco.
Okay.
The thong song.
All right. Just full disclosure. I don't really get down on any like rap or pop or like any pretty much anything mainstream. I just don't get into it.
I mean, same, but I know who wrote the thong song. How could you forget this?
Oh shit! Yeah, Cisco. What were they calling him in the movie? His name was it Cisco? No, it was like Sicily. Serrano Pepper.
You talking about Serrano Pepper?
Man, Cisco did have that crazy silver hair.
Usher's name was Randolph, I think, in
Who the
this.
fuck am I thinking of?
I don't know.
All right. Well, anyway, scratch that thong song.
Oh,
joke.
Scipio.
Scipio.
They called him Scipio in this.
Yeah,
Usher. Yeah, that's what they were calling him.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe that's where
maybe that's where I got the crossover. I was like, oh yeah, thong song. I couldn't tell you an Usher song for $1 million.
No, that
you know what I mean?
actually makes sense.
Yeah. I was like, well, I already know that I don't know an Usher song, but I know the fucking thong song.
Dude,
you know
that's
what I mean?
awesome. No, that's totally what it is. That's fucking funny, man.
Because I even said it while we were watching the movie, and you're like, that's not him. And then later I was like, that's gotta be him. Bert's just fucking with me.
Oh, that's fucking the funniest part of this whole experience. Yeah, this is just like it. What you think happens.
Yeah. The whole time.
The good guys win, I guess, but Dylan McDermott dies.
James Vander Beek makes a pass at an 18-year-old girl.
Jesus.
And she's like, actually, I'm more into Ashton Kutcher. Thank you very much.
You should probably leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm into younger men.
Yeah, right.
What do you think
2 years younger.
What do you think Dylan McDermott died of? Like, what was he? He was just
Consumption, tuberculosis.
Oh, okay.
That's that, like, him coughing a bunch.
That's tuberculosis.
But tuberculosis, you'll, like, cough up blood. But he didn't.
He didn't, though?
No. There's no blood in his, like, mouth or teeth. Just perfectly whitened teeth, you know.
But then he was randomly throwing up. Is that like a thing?
Yeah, he threw up once. I mean, you choke on your own fucking vomit, and, like blood and respite. What's the? It's not the term I wanted, but I feel like it's working.
So I don't know, man. This I feel like this could actually probably be a pretty good movie, but it's just there's no good acting in this.
It can't be
at all.
any of the people that are in it.
No.
Except for the guy, like the T-9000 or whatever. That guy, he was fine.
Oh, fuck, what was his name? I like how you just call him the T-9000.
Talking about Robert Patrick.
Yes. St. John Armstrong.
He plays in fucking Peacemaker, the TV show on fucking HBO. He plays a white supremacist in an Iron Man suit called White Dragon.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man.
Wow.
He's a fun actor. I like Robert Patrick a lot.
Oh, man, he was in The Faculty. You remember that movie?
Oh, hell yeah. They're just
man.
the worst haircuts.
That was old Josh Hartnett.
Oh, yeah.
Claire Duvall. Back in the good old days. All right, so
The good old days when we didn't find out who was a pedophile.
Right.
And now it's just like everything, like, oh,
Oh, not him.
oh, no, not them. Oh,
Come on.
Oh, come on.
Don't worship your heroes, folks.
Yeah, don't meet them either, or read the news about them evidently. Just stay off the internet in general, except for just this podcast.
Yeah. Listen to this,
Because we'll bring it to you gently.
I like the tagline for this. Count your bullets.
Count your bullets, not your blessings.
There you go.
Hey,
I like it.
man. There's not a lot of cool redneck shit going on in this. There's none of that.
No.
Like when Tim Blake Nelson's like, "Y'all kindly turn around and ride off my property, and I'll let you live." None of that in this.
There
It's
are
like,
no good standoff
Sarge,
bits.
this is wrong, and you know it's wrong to kill a man. You got to show them that we're different than them and better Christians.
What?
I don't know. It's just
You know
it's
what I mean?
not-
Like,
he's not even
no.
doing an old westy. There's no
It's so-
tobacco stuck in his teeth. Nobody has yellow teeth in this movie, which is bullshit.
It's like if it. So they made this movie in the early 2000s, and it's supposed to be set in the 1800s, like the 1870s or
There's
whatever.
not one motherfucker smoking tobacco in this whole movie.
Yeah, there is.
Is there?
Usher is smoking tobacco, like literally every.
Oh, he's like chomping on a cigar or whatever.
literally every scene that Usher is in. I think
Mhm.
he's smoking. So there is that.
It's because it makes you look cool, and he wants
But-
those big booty hoes to come with it.
But this does not look like a period. It looks like a 2000s film set in like the 90s. You know what I mean?
This
Like,
is Wild Wild West minus the steampunk stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, if you took all the steampunk stuff out of it,
maybe less cheesy.
less
though.
comedy, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, that's just the vibe of the film, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It has that,
For sure.
it probably has about that same production value. There's just not a giant steampunk spider, which honestly would have spiced this up quite a bit.
You want this spider?
I'd be in for that if they were like, actually, racism is a giant spider.
Needs to be a snake, I think, in this.
Oh, that'd be good.
Giant robotic snake.
Or a skunk. Or like it walks on its front legs and
So how do we fix this piece of shit? Just recast everyone?
boy, yeah, I get all new people in it. Give me like
Robert Duvall.
everybody from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and let's just call it a day. And then I
Just
don't
the-
know what other whatever child they want to play the lead actress. Zendaya, boom. Not really. It was one of the more jarring things about it is all these guys are fawning over this girl who's clearly a child, like 18 years old maybe when this was filmed. You said we looked it up.
I think
we're
she
like,
was in her early 20s.
Oh, we're like, damn, she looks young as fuck, and everybody else in this movie's 35, and they're like, she's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I'm like, that's fucking.
Let's take a step back there, brother.
You should go see some women then, you know? Yeah, but you, like, just conversationally
Yeah.
speaking, you know what I'm talking about. It's jarring.
She looked like she was 15. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. It
Yeah.
was weird.
Yeah, she looks like a kid, and it's very odd.
It was odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
not good for film. Probably common practice in the early 2000s, but
Harvey Weinstein.
wow. You
Yeah.
think she sucks
Yeah.
his dick?
Oh man, I hope not.
Yeah, just an old wrinkly fat dick.
So apparently this was based on a book called Taming of the Nooses Strip, the story of McNally's Rangers. What?
That's a worse name, actually, than just Texas Rangers.
I'm glad they chose Texas Rangers.
Because that's where the Rangers gonna be.
Yeah, brother. What else can we... I don't know. Like, what do we do with this? Make it a comedy? That's our go-to, I feel like.
Yeah, just...
I think it could be a good, serious film. It's just the acting in this and the casting choices are terrible.
Yeah.
It's awful. And it doesn't feel genuine at all.
I'll be honest with you. One of the only people that works for me...
Is the T-9000.
And it's for all the wrong reasons, is Alfred Molina.
What?
It's Alfred Molina. He's the only one that actually works for me, and it is for all the wrong reasons. If it was going to be a comedy, he would be the one person I would not recast. That's it. If you were going to make it a serious thing, though, you got to get him out of there.
Oh yeah, no, no. I think it could be serious.
He can absolutely be serious. He's got very sinister eyebrows.
Yeah, no, I want this to be serious, but I don't want him at all.
No,
I don't want him near this. Like you were saying though, Robert Patrick, I think he can stay as whatever. Like he could be a lead. I don't
make him the bad guy,
or make him the bad guy. Yeah,
yeah, make him the bad guy.
Dylan McDermott, get him out. Ashton Kutcher,
out.
Dumb. James Vander Beek, why? Rachel Lee Cook,
right?
Who needs you?
Who funded this, Mr. and Mrs. Vander Beek? You know, was it just like, let's try to revive his career and see how it goes?
Well, that was the peak of his career.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was Dawson's Creek fucking hot in 2001?
Yeah.
Damn.
98 to 2003, baby. Varsity Blues was 99.
Fucking Varsity Blues. Wow, yeah.
Yeah. That was the peak of his career. Just no, though. Like, he's not a Western style actor.
When he comes up to his buddies talking to the girl, and he's like, hope this fucking nerd's not boring you with all his stories about all the guys he killed.
What a nerd.
It's the douchiest thing. Yeah, I don't know what else to do about this.
Anything else.
It is fun to make fun of, though.
Oh.
I don't want to sell it short on that. You can have a fucking blast ripping this thing apart because it's so... Oh, cheesy, paint by the numbers. I don't know what else to say about it. But 2001 had a different taste.
A different feel. Yeah, it was just, I don't know.
It was extra pimply. 2001. When they were just like, we'll put Usher in it. You know, just
why
for
not?
fun. Why?
Is he an actor? No.
Not really.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But
by that, do you mean has he been in movies? I think you'll find he's maybe in a Fast and the Furious movie, but I don't know which one. I fucking don't know.
Man, let's check it out. What other films has Usher been in?
Oh shit!
Oh, he was in The Faculty. That's funny.
Welcome to our famous segment, Usher Talk.
He was in She's All That.
Oh hell yeah! What about He's All That? Where that guy gets She's All Thatted.
He hasn't been in. Oh, he was in Popstar. I don't remember that. I guess
Never Stop Stopping. Stop.
Never Stop.
Stopping.
Never Stop. Never Stopping.
Yeah, Never Stop. Never Stopping.
Gotta love that movie. It's a pretty good time.
That was one I checked it out. I couldn't get into it, but I do understand the appeal for sure.
Oh, he was in Scary Movie 5.
Wow. Which one's more embarrassing to talk about, this or Scary Movie 5?
I didn't see Scary Movie 5, so...
Me neither, but probably this.
You
I
think?
probably wouldn't bring this up at parties.
Texas Rangers?
Yeah.
Or Scary Movie 5?
This. I probably would bring up I was in Scary Movie 5 before I
Oh,
was
you're
in
saying-
Texas Rangers.
I think I'd bring up Texas Rangers.
You think?
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, you want to know the worst thing I ever did?
You were in Scary Movie 5. They made 5 scary movies? That, you know what I mean? Like, that's the...
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like, you're going with Texas Rangers.
5. I was in Sharknado 9.
Exactly, yeah. That's the equivalent there.
Fucking, he loves that thong.
All right. Let's fucking rate this. I think we're done with it. We don't have anything else to say about it. It's fun to make fun of. It's not a good movie.
No.
You knew that.
Yeah.
That's just what we do.
As far as bad movies go, see here, I got to carry the one for the roasts. 7.5.
What are we rating it
7.5
at?
for me as far as
But what is it though? What kind of thumbs you got there? How many?
Dylan McDermott holding the pistol thumbs.
Those are the thumbs?
Yeah. If you got 10 fingers, well, those fingers are actually thumbs, and those thumbs are Dylan McDermott holding a pistol. Or, wait, they're fucking James Vander Beek's bowler hat in the first 5 minutes of this movie. Where he's just got
10 bowler hats?
He's got the dumbest hat. It takes a certain...
Mustachioed
It takes
man.
a certain skeletal frame to be able to pull off a bowler hat.
You got to have a specific mustache.
A specific mustache, yeah. That was styled at a mustachery.
Do you think a larger man? It's got to be a larger man, or a very skinny man.
Like if you had, oh God, what's his name?
James Vander Beek. That's his
no,
name.
he's good. He's good buddies. He was in Banshees of Inisherin with Colin Farrell.
Oh,
what's his name? Gleason, Brendan.
Yeah, Brendan Gleason.
Brendan Gleason can pull off a fucking bowler hat.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, a thick motherfucker can pull off a bowler hat. James Vander Beek, it makes him look like a penis with arms. It's not a good fashion choice.
No.
There's a bit where he upgrades and they're giving out hats and he goes and gets a hat. I was like, oh, finally.
Thank God.
He's getting his new hat. He's doing it.
So if I had 10 thumbs and every one was a bowler hat?
A bowler hat. A James Vander Beek bowler hat.
Oh, so it's just like...
It's just James Vander Beek's face wearing a bowler hat.
Okay. Wow.
But you can't take it off.
Those are weird thumbs.
Yeah.
I'm going to go like 6. Like, I didn't like this, but like we said, we had a really good time making fun of it. So
Right.
there's the value in it. I think.
Yeah, that's I'm solely basing it on that. Will I ever watch this again for the rest of my life? I
hope not.
Really hope not. I really hope not, because there's no way I'll be able to have as much fun as I just had watching it.
No.
On
Another
a second
thing
viewing.
I will say is I thought there were going to be more explosions. So I was
I did. We were starting it out. I was like, how many explosions do you think there's going to be?
I said 20.
Yeah, we did
Literally.
say 20. But it went from 0 to 5 in like
5 seconds.
in like 5 seconds. And then there were no more.
Yeah.
It's just those 5.
I was disappointed.
Boy, I tell you, I knew they were coming at some point though. Hell yeah.
Dynamite, baby.
That's it. Next segment of the
Next
show.
Let's do it.
The segment or
Yeah.
Hey, what you watching?
Oh, hey, we've been watching Bird.
Well, what have I been watching?
I don't know. I'm looking for you to carry the team because
All right.
I got next to nothing.
I watched Avatar: Scott Pilgrim versus the Water.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, Scott Pilgrim plays the bass. He's got moves. He likes a cool girl.
She's blue.
She's blue.
Played by Zoe Saldana.
Yes.
They go swimming in Canada.
How'd you know?
And he's got to fight her evil blue ex-boyfriend that's from the Way of Water.
Yeah, it was all right.
I've seen it. Yeah, it was just okay. It was all right.
I've seen it. God. All right. Still playing Assassin's Creed 3. Connor, get on the horse. I'm almost finished with that.
Oh my God, I love that so much. That's the that you remember that.
Assassin's Creed 3, Connor, get on the horse.
Get on the horse, Connor.
Which character is it that's telling him that?
I don't know. It's just
Connor,
it's
get
some,
on the horse.
It's some dude, and he's like, "Come on, let's get the fuck out of here." But you have to keep getting off the horse to fight guys. And as soon as you get off, he's like, "Get on the horse, Connor." Like, so you want to die? Is that
what are we doing here? It's like,
Yeah.
do you want me to fight or do I get back on the horse? Like, I need to know here.
Hey, let me tell you something, brother. You always get back on that horse.
You got to get back up.
You got to get back on and, hey, let's ride.
Let's ride.
They do ride into the sunset, by the way. If you were wondering if I was about to give up my life savings over that, I'm not. Because they absolutely did ride into the sunset.
They totally did.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading a book called The Sea Came In at Midnight by Steve Erickson.
How's that?
It's good. It's a little weird, but I like weird. It's about it follows a girl, like a 17-year-old girl that has escaped a cult where she was supposed to, like, along with like 2,000 other women and children, I think, she was supposed to just jump off this cliff in California.
Wow.
But she escaped.
Okay.
So
I'm in.
Yeah, it's really fucking good so far. I like it a lot.
I love a cult.
Culty stuff's fun.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's not. It's terrifying.
No, yeah.
But that's what's yeah.
Yeah, like it's like people that are into serial killers and murder mystery. Like, if you can do a cult story well.
Man, I was kind of in a cult once. Did you know that?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I worked a sales job, and it was super culty.
Oh, where you sold the paintings?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Out of a van.
I did okay there for a spell, which was weird because I was just driving a fucking Dodge Caravan. Yeah, it was weird, but it was like as soon as I got out of there, I was like, man, was that kind of a cult? And it for sure was.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like a cult. I don't know that it was a true MLM, but boy, it was walking the line.
It's wild.
Yeah. But I was a boy.
But I was a young man.
I was but a mere lad.
I have been watching The Last of Us, the TV series.
How far'd you get?
I just watched episode 5, I believe.
Oh, so as we're recording this, you're caught up?
Actually, let me see here. What was the episode where Kathleen was introduced? Was that episode 4 or 5?
That was the last episode.
5.
Yeah, that was so you're caught up. Yeah, I think that's 5.
Yeah. Not crazy on Kathleen.
How you feeling about it on the whole?
On the whole, I like it.
Nice.
But I'm not crazy on Kathleen.
Man, which is weird because I really like, oh God, what's her name?
Kathleen? The actress?
Yeah, the actress.
Oh,
that plays
she's
Kathleen.
a fantastic actress.
She's a fucking gem, and she just seems like the nicest. Like, I'm not a person that is okay with physical touch. I don't like it when people touch me. Even people I know fairly well. You know what I mean? I get over it for social norms and stuff. But what's her fucking name? If she wanted to give me a hug, I would give her a hug because she just seems like such a swell fucking lady. Melanie Linsky.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, as soon as she said Mel, I was like, oh yeah.
I love her as an actress, but I just don't think she works for this part.
I don't think so. You need somebody grittier.
She's not menacing or gritty, and her voice is so high. Like, you could have...
She's too sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like, you fucking pussy.
You could have picked fucking... you could have switched her with Anna Torv.
Anybody from Ozark.
No, Anna Torv that plays Tess.
Oh, yeah.
Put her in Kathleen's role.
Yeah.
Or think about Mama from Dread.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, like, she brought that, like, menacing, like, fear in Dread.
Yeah, she was scary.
What was her Game of Thrones? Lena Headey.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, man. But Melanie Linsky just did not work for me in that role. I don't know.
She's not threatening.
No.
You know what I mean?
But
I could see her being like a woman in the window, like methodical serial killer if you're going to make her a bad person, but just this person that's like, don't take no guff or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
and she's like,
kind of Tony Montoya.
She's like leading 100 people, and it's like, is she though?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they give the reason. Like, I tell you what though, I did like her bit of dialogue in the scene where they're in the room and she's talking to her buddy with the gun, the guy that actually voices Joel in the games. And she's talking to him, and she's like, my brother was a beautiful person. He was a great guy, and all this stuff. And he was never afraid, and he forgave people, and now he's dead, and I'm not him. I've never been him. I liked that.
Yeah.
Like that one scene, I felt like she kind of settled into it.
Yeah.
They should have shot that scene first, and then the rest of it.
Right. So you get that.
It just kind of fell off. But yeah, no, I'm with you, man. The series on a whole, loving it. The girl that plays Ellie, she's like grown on me. I liked her at first, but I was like, something's lacking. Something's lacking a little bit. And then I settled into it, and now that we're on episode 5, I'm like, I can't wait to see what her and Joel are up to.
Yeah. At first, I wasn't sold. I'm coming along. I'm enjoying it a little bit more than I was at the start, I will say. But as someone that is like obsessed with the video game,
yeah,
it's taken me some time to be like, this has to be different. Like,
well,
and I understand
yeah,
that.
I imagine. How many times have you played it? Because I played it once.
Probably 50 times.
50?
And I'm not kidding.
50? 50?
Okay, maybe not 50. Maybe like 40.
God damn,
it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot, bro.
Yeah, no, I believe you because you're an achievement hunter.
Like,
so you don't play a thing one time. You'll play it 4 times on every difficulty.
Well, yes, but it's just like my favorite thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's my favorite video game. I love those characters. I love the story. It's just a good time. And to see it on screen, like, I was so... I think I wanted it to be perfect, but it can't be what it is in video game. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
it has to
it's
be
a different thing. If they did the exact same thing they did in the video game, if it was exactly the same, it would just be boring because you know what's going to happen.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's the thing. They have to flesh out these characters. They have to flesh out the stories. There are things I would like to see a little bit more. I think Robert deserved 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Not just one. Like,
I like the guy they got to play him too. Real Weasley looking dude.
Brendan Fletcher.
Brendan Fletcher,
right?
yeah. I think that's right.
I wanted to see him in at least one more episode, or like half of an episode, whatever. Overall, I am enjoying it. I loved the most controversial episode. Because
I loved it. I loved it
people
too.
People are fucking dumb, but the most controversial episode.
Left to my own devices, I'm not going to watch a lot of like hairy men loving on each other. However, the love story that they have in it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it's just absolutely fucking beautiful. And I don't know that I've ever seen anything like that in TV.
It was done really well. I thought, like, so in the video game, that's the thing is people were up in arms about these like gay scenes. Bill is a gay man, like in the video game. Like, it's not fleshed out as much.
Yeah, but
you
like,
know,
they shared a bed, and he's real broke up about Frank, and
like
you can tell.
Yeah,
if you're in the slightest bit perceptive playing the game and listening to any of the story, you can be like, oh, that was his partner or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I think that whole episode was done really, really well. And it was a lot different because in the game, Ellie meets Bill and they have quite a bit of an interaction that doesn't happen in the TV show.
Right.
But just the way that they wrote the show, I think is really smart. Like how do I explain it? They brought the show to life as if it's a real thing. Because the game, it's a video game. The writing's good, but at the same time, it's not real life.
No, there are some sci-fi elements, especially in the game, that like don't make sense in the real world, but they make perfect sense in a video game scenario.
Exactly.
Right.
But in the TV show, it's like, holy shit! I'm impressed.
They flesh it out more
so
practically.
well.
Yeah.
Practically, like it just makes sense. And they do a really, really good. Like I'm impressed with that a lot. Like they do a really good job with it.
How hard is fucking Pedro Pascal going in the paint as far as just turning into Joel Miller?
I love Pedro Pascal. I think he's done a really, really great job. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I actually finished that episode, the newest episode. I think I'm halfway. But either way, Pedro Pascal as Joel, I think, is phenomenal. I like his brother.
Yeah, the guy that played Tommy.
Yeah. Do you see more of him in that episode or no?
They probably don't. At the end of that episode, they're like, next time. And it's like a flash forward to they made it.
Okay.
And there's Tommy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to keep going with it. I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, same. What have I been watching? Nothing. I tell you what's going on with me, though. A little peek behind the curtain. I switched careers this week. Started a new job. Today's Friday. Started a new job Monday. I actually started a new job late last week. It's just been fucking madness. There have been some other developments that haven't been super cool.
Yeah.
Nate, who has been on the show a couple of times, he was in a pretty gnarly fucking car accident. He's okay. He's gonna be fine. Swerved to miss a deer, but he was up at Barnes for a couple of days at a big hospital in the city in the ICU. We're very worried about him, but he's gonna be all right. And it's not the only terrible thing that's happened this week, but I feel like it probably wouldn't be becoming of us to really talk about the other things. So we'll just leave that to the imagination, I suppose. Either way, I haven't been up to much, man. I played Marvel Snap like one night, and I own a TV. So that's
there's that.
That's what's been going on. As far as getting into anything else, I feel like I watched a movie and was like, "This is pretty good," but I can't remember what it was. Oh, I watched a movie called Burn. It was on Hulu, I think. It's about a girl who is clearly insane, and then one night she is triggered by some circumstances. She's like a gas station attendant, and just fucking kind of all hell breaks loose at her gas station one night. And it was good. I will say this though, after watching the film, I didn't catch the last 10 minutes. I had to go back and watch it the next night. But after watching the film, I went and watched the trailer. If you watch the trailer, there is no point in watching the movie. So it's a cool movie that I really liked. It's called Burn. But don't watch the trailer. If you watch the trailer,
you know everything.
Do not watch the movie because you're not gonna be like, well, yeah, I fucking already knew all that. Yeah, it's because it's a bad trailer. That's got nothing to do with the film itself. Which I thought was actually quite clever and pretty brilliantly done. Good movie. Don't watch the trailer.
Okay.
That's kind of why when we were watching Old Henry, I was like, don't.
Just don't.
I don't know what other people have written about it, but this is a thing that would be easy to fucking ruin. No,
there's a hook for Old Henry that that should not be spoiled.
Well, and there is for that too, and it's that is a prime example of how to ruin a film with a trailer.
It happens so much though.
Oh my god, all the fucking time. What idiots do they get to cut these trailers? Just like watch it first. And go, what's too much? Like
draw the whole story.
Draw that line in the sand, and then go, okay, what can I give up? Somebody diving away from an explosion, not the guy lighting the explosion and going, actually, I'm your father. You know what I mean? Like, don't give away the hook for the fucking thing. Terrible trailer.
Yeah.
Terrible trailer. Pretty fun movie. As far as like just a weird, funky thing lots of people haven't seen.
Okay.
Yeah, but man, as far as other stuff, like I said, I just haven't been into anything this week. It's been a fucking insane week, and I think that's gonna do it for me. Bird, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and close it out. Leave a like if you could. If you made it this far in the podcast and you haven't left us a like on the podcatcher of your choice, go ahead and take a moment to do that. We'll wait. All right, now that you're done with that, we really appreciate that 5 stars. That's really good on you. You can, if you want to get in contact with the show, it's just2movies@gmail.com. If you want to follow us on social networks, we are at It's Just Two Movies everywhere. If you want to support the show, you can buy me a coffee, buymeacoffee.com/it's just 2movies. We have Patreon content where we are making a show based on The Last of Us called The Last Yins. If you want to get into that, $5 a month, and it sure does help to keep the lights on here. That is patreon.com/it's just 2movies. If you don't want to give me any money directly, that's cool too, man. All you got to do is click the Amazon affiliate link in our episode description and do your Amazon shopping you were going to do anyway. You get a discount. We get a kickback. It's just fucking Jeff Bezos witchcraft who, he doesn't need any more money, but you're going to buy shit there anyway. So give us some, it's cool. But we do appreciate you leaving a like. We appreciate you telling a friend. Certainly appreciate you peer pressuring someone into listening to this podcast as if it were cocaine and it's their birthday party and you brought the cocaine and they're just being rude by not enjoying it. So, do all those things. And next week, Avatar.
The Space Between Water.
Avatar, Texas Water.
You guys aren't gonna start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
Let's call that phone call for a one-eyed Batman.
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
The Jedi, Bob. We don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Cousin, businesses are booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just 2Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
Special thanks to the people who helped make this show. That is going to be Lamplighter Productions for our artwork, God-Sized and Growing for some musical guest appearances, Russ Tafari for some of our extra bonus content music stuff. I'd also like to throw out a special thanks to Brad Sexton for our jams for the main show. You can check out his stuff at sons.bandcamp.com. And special thanks to Dave, who's our YouTube editor. Probably wouldn't even be on that platform were it not for Dave. So mad thanks to that homeboy. If you want to check out anything that any of these amazing people are working on, you can find that information in the episode description for this episode or any other. And I think that's going to wrap it up. Whatever. Anyway, if you don't listen to the other one, check it out. Maybe you like it, maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. Just say the thing. Shut up.
What am I even doing here anymore?
I talked to like 250 people today. I was like... I don't, Jesus Christ.